Hello and welcome to my digital Disney life. Today we're doing the Disney Park Tag video. I saw it on Sarah Snitch's channel. She's a part of Thingamavlogs. I'll link them down in the description below. I saw her do it and I thought the questions were really cool, so I decided to do it here. Question number 1. When was the first time you visited a Disney park? Well, the first time I went was back in middle school. I don't think I went any time before that. Nope. It was back in, I believe, 7th grade. My school took us, we had perfect attendance, which there was apparently a lot of us, which is weird. But we got to go on a trip to Disneyland. Parents signed a permission form and we went. So I went with all my friends and it was pretty cool. First time going, so I was like, what's going on? What is this? And I was just overwhelmed because we all had I was the guy with the watch that we had like meeting times in front of the castle. Like, we gotta get back there in like 5 minutes. And everyone's like, okay. But we still had fun. I was the timekeeper. I had a really cool stopwatch actually, so I remember that. And I think I saw the shirt too. So it said like Garside Disney trip or something on it, and it had like the castle. It was pretty cool. What is your favorite park? Well, I've only been to Disneyland and California Adventure, so I would say Disneyland is probably my favorite for atmosphere. Ride-wise, I guess it would be DCA, but atmosphere-wise, like just going in, and if I had one day to pick one park, I'd probably go to Disneyland over DCA. Actually, I did that back in November. I chose to go to Disneyland over DCA, so Disneyland. It just feels, I don't know, like it's all there compared to like DCA where it's still kind of scattered and not sure what's going on. Cars Land is awesome. That's one thing that they got, but until it's kind of finalized, I'm like, And they're gonna have Star Wars Land. Just saying, Disneyland. What is your happiest single moment in the park? I would have to say, back at grad night, we went, my senior class and I went there, and I would say it was the middle of the night, like 2 in the morning, and I was just walking around Fantasyland in the Matterhorn by myself at Disney in the middle of the night. No one's around, the park's not crowded. It was just very nice, and I enjoyed that. And it was just enjoying the music that was playing, and like I knew I was there with a bunch of my friends, and it was a big deal. I was graduating high school. I would say that was my favorite time. Like one single moment that I always treasure. Other than that, I would say it's when my teacher went on Indiana Jones with me and made me sit next to the snake. I hate that snake. What is your happiest Disney park purchase? I don't know. Trying to think of everything I bought at Disneyland. I would say my Stitch shirt. You know those shirts that have like the character popping out the front and then popping out the back? I would say that one's one of my best purchases. Other than that, I mean, I like my glowing hat that goes to the music of all the shows. That's fun. Otherwise, food. Food's a good one. Churros, every time. What's your favorite Disney attraction? At the moment, I would say Space Mountain, Hyperspace Mountain. It's a tough one, because like, I like rides. But does it have to be Disneyland? Okay, we'll do both. Cars and DCA, the Radiator Spring Racers, really fun. And I guess Matterhorn or Space Mountain in Disneyland. Those are my two that I like to do. The bobsled's fun and the update was really cool. It's really scary. And then Space Mountain or Hyperspace Mountain, it's just a fun ride. Like, it's really cool. It's one of the better rides in Disneyland, honestly. Does attraction have to be ride though? Now, if we're not talking rides, I would say the Royal Theater is really cool. And I recommend it to anybody because it's actually really funny. And they take a Disney story and they tell it through like a theatrical representation with the actual princesses, which is really cool. So I recommend it for anybody. What character do you have to meet when you go to the park? You know, I just started meeting characters, and I would say the one I like to meet the most, I haven't done yet. I want to meet Rapunzel and Flynn. Those are my two I really want to meet. I'd meet them every time because they're funny. And that's like one of my favorite Disney movies, honestly. Wish I had a Tangled background art, but I don't have it yet. I have some up here, but they're not up on the wall. If you could build a Disney attraction based on your favorite Disney movie, what would it be? I have a couple, honestly, and they're all in Tomorrowland. Or at least in that area. I think the one that makes the most sense that they might actually do if, you know, someone thought about it, was turn Autopia into a Zootopia ride. Which, because the name is so close already. And it makes a lot of sense. Like, you can ride around the rodent town or something, and you can see like a giant Judy and a giant Nick and everything, and it'd be really cool. Like, I would ride that ride. I don't have any reason to ride Autopia, honestly. So, like, if they made it, like, Zootopia themed, I'd be down to go on it. And going slow would make sense. And here's the second one. Don't bite my head off. I know I just said it's my favorite, but Space Mountain they should turn into a Treasure Planet type of ride, because it makes so much sense, honestly. You're in space, like, you travel through warps, it's really cool, it's a space adventure, it makes a lot of sense, honestly. So, Treasure Planet, Space Mountain, that's also one of my favorite movies, so. And then the third one, I mean, I don't know, like, Astro Blasters is cool, but if they can turn it into a Meet the Robinsons kind of thing, I get it, that wasn't the most popular movie, but I don't know, like, it'd bring popularity to the movie if you have an attraction that's cool, right? And in Tomorrowland, Buzz Lightyear doesn't scream future to me, it screams Toy Story, which was in the 90s, and even the movie was set, like, in the early 90s, I think. But yeah, so it's like, it doesn't scream future to me, I get it, it's astronauts and aliens and this and that, but I mean, they have Toy Story Mania in DCA, like, I thought, like, I don't know. Like, turning that into something that's Tomorrowland and, like, redoing Tomorrowland in that way, Meet the Robinsons would be cool, because, like, the movie, you go around and you try finding Wilbur and you try beating the hats. You can fight the hats! There's a big scene in Meet the Robinsons where you can fight, Doris. That's another villain. You don't even have to get rid of most of it. Just change everything to hats. Because most of the villains in that ride, I don't even remember from the show. So, I mean, come on. My opinion, but I think those 3 rides would boost Tomorrowland area up. Other things I'd want to see is probably like Sophia the First or Elena represented in Disneyland, like Fantasyland or like Adventureland maybe. Adventureland's a stretch. I don't know what you put there, but it would just be different, you know? And I like those shows. What is your favorite Disney park restaurant? I would say the Blue Bayou. Describe a situation where a cast member went above and beyond for you. Well, there was one time I was meeting Anna and Elsa for the first time. I had my honey lemon bag that I made. They noticed what it was and they were like complimenting on it. It was really cool. And when I came back out from meeting Anna and Elsa, which was amazing in general, they had gathered around and it was like, dude, look at this guy's bag. And it made me feel so good because I made it and I wanted to show it off. And no one that day really said anything. So it was like, you know, when you go to a park and like you're wearing something you really like and you want someone to say something, but it was like, no one says anything, you kind of feel down about it. And then that really made my night, and I was by myself because my friends didn't want to go meet Anna and Elsa. You know, it was nice for me to have people that, like, to attach to and, you know, have fun with. Plan your dream vacation. How about it'd be a week thing and I have to fly a lot? Eat at Be Our Guest in France. Go to Shanghai to see Iron Man and all the awesome rides there because the park looks amazing. Stay at the Beauty and the Beast suite in Tokyo and see the Lion King performance because it looks amazing. It's like Cirque du Soleil kind of action flippy stuff. Now I know that trip is almost impossible, but it sounds really cool to me. Those are just my things I really want to do, and that's a lot of trips. So that's my dream trip, if I can magically fly every day. I hope you guys enjoy this tag video. Thank you Sarah Sterling, for doing this tag and getting it to my attention because it looks really, really cool. Go check her out. Again, link is in the description. Check her out on Thingamavlogs and on her channel, Sarah Snitch, and see where she got the tag, because she got it from 2 other people, which I will leave in the description as well. If you want to do this tag, you can, and I recommend doing it. It's really fun. Like, it gets your mind moving. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, don't forget to subscribe and Momentai. Bye!